Hey everybody, and welcome to today's video here on the Yoga by Candace YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a core strengthening little circuit that you can do. This is going to help you to develop lower abdominal strength, and that's really important because I think it's a part of our body that gets forgotten a lot. And it's important because our lumbar spine doesn't really have a whole lot to support it, just has the muscles around it. It's not like the thoracic spine, which has the rib cage around to support and protect it. So really often, if you consider the whole spine, the majority of the injuries are in the lumbar area and the cervical area. And we're gonna focus on the lumbar area. When you build deep core strength, that helps to stabilize your lumbar spine. So if you are dealing with minor back issues or you're having some postural issues, this may be really helpful for you. It's also gonna be helpful for people who are working on their physical yoga practice and trying to advance it with things like inversions. It'll be really helpful to have a strong core for that. This video is brought to you by FitJoy. FitJoy has shared these great fun size bars with me. I like them because they are grain free. I find that works best for me and my body. They also are non-GMO, low glycemic, and have no artificial flavors, no sweeteners. Like I said, they are grain-free. I brought my two favorite flavors to share today. The first one is chocolate peanut butter. It has 6 grams of protein per bar, and it's a little like fun size one, so it's great for in between meals or grabbing and going. The other flavor I'm really into is the cookie dough brownie. It has 80 calories and 7 grams of protein. So definitely check these out. I'll put the link in the description box so you can check them out. It's just nice to have a healthier alternative for snacks when you are on the go. So see how they do for you and let me know what you think down in the comment section below. When you're ready, all you're gonna need for this practice is one yoga block. So go ahead and grab your block, have a seat on the mat, and we'll get started. Okay, so coming onto your mat, go ahead and grab your block. You're gonna sit nice and tall, remove the flesh from underneath the sitting bones. We're gonna reach the arms out in front of us. Arms up should be about parallel to the ground, but then once you're here, plug your arms into the body, okay? So integrate the arms and then begin to lean back a little bit, ever so slightly. As you're here, bring your awareness, you might even wanna close your eyes for this, bring your awareness to the space between the belly button and the pubic bone and see if you can draw that space in towards your spine and then gently up towards your chest. So think about 20 to 30% engagement here. And once you've got that going on, lean back a little bit, but then lift the chest and think to yourself, in and up, in and up. That's what we want with the low abs, in and up. And then come onto your tiptoes and maybe bring your feet in a little bit. Think once again, in and up, in and up, in and up with the low core. Thinking in and up and moving mindfully, spread the right toes and lift the right foot off the ground. Keep your chest nice and lifted, low belly in and up, and do the same thing with the other foot. Spread toes. You might wobble a bit, that's okay. In and up with that low core, and then gently release. Grab hold of your block and place it in between the knees, just slightly above, so you're on the low part of your thigh. And then once again, coming back onto the toes, extend the arms out in front of you, plug the arms into your body. Chest comes chest comes upward, but low belly goes in and up. And then begin to lean back a little bit. Squeeze, using your legs, squeeze the block. Spread toes, inward, upward with the low belly. Leaning back a little bit more, inward and upward with the low belly. Try to keep your spine nice and neutral. Breathe fully and deeply. Squeeze the block hard. Low belly in and up. And gently release. Taking the block down to your side. You're gonna come onto your forearms here. And some people like to have the forearms parallel to one another. I prefer to have elbows underneath shoulders and hands in prayer position, and then I just put this knife edge of my hands onto the mat. That's just what feels good for my shoulders. You do what feels best for yours. So we'll come down into this forearm plank here. And we want to have the shoulders protracting. So you're going to press the ground away for a little bit of a round in your upper back. Now, maybe you close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your low belly, the space between the pubic bone and the belly button, and draw that space in towards your spine and then up towards your chest, and hold here and breathe. Keep pushing the ground away. If you're shaking, that's okay. Keep pushing the ground away, round through the upper back. And then gently release. From here, we're going to come onto our hands for plank position. Again, wrists underneath shoulders, and you're pushing the ground away, extending your legs back behind you. Bringing your awareness to your low belly, space between the pubic bone and the belly button. Draw it inward and upward. And then begin to shift your weight over onto your right hand as you grab hold of your block on the left side. Try not to open the hips too much. See if you can keep them facing down towards the mat. And then you will place it behind your right hand. Shift your weight over to your left hand, low belly, in and up. Grab hold of the block. Try not to open up and rotate through the hips. Send it to the other side. Go slower than you want to go. Low belly in and up as you shift over. Coming back. And moving just like this. Trying to keep the hips even. Awareness of the low belly, inward and upward. And last time here. Coming down with the knees, sending your hips back for child's pose. As you inhale, rise to sit up on the shins. Sitting back down on your bum, removing the flesh from underneath the sitting bones. Coming onto the toes, arms out in front of you, arms parallel with the ground. Integrate the arms into the body by drawing your shoulder blades towards one another. Bring awareness to low belly in and up. Lean back, chest lifts. You can take your gaze up about 45 degrees or so. Maybe lift one leg, maybe lift the other. Inward and upward with that low core. Feels different when you really pay attention, you're really dialed into the muscles that you're trying to engage. Bring awareness to that space just below your belly button, inward and upward. Breathe. And then we'll add the block. So the block comes to the low thighs, the space just above the knee essentially. You're gonna squeeze in, extend the arms, integrate the arms. Lean back, lift chest. Come onto the toes. Low belly inward and upward as you lift one leg and then the other. Spread toes. Squeeze the block together. Last deep breath here. And release. Coming down onto the forearms, elbows underneath shoulders. Forearms can be parallel to the ground. Parallel to one another, or you can bring your hands in a prayer position. Extending legs back behind you, activate your thighs, push the ground away for a round through the upper back. Bring your awareness to the space between the pubic bone and the belly button, inward and upward. Two more breaths. And then bring your knees down and come to be on your hands, spread fingers, wrists underneath shoulders, extend your legs back behind you, round through the upper back. Bring awareness to the low belly, inward and upward, and then begin to shift your weight over to your right hand. As you take the block, try not to rotate through the hips, and going side to side just like this, inward and upward with the core. Moving slow and with intention. Last time here. Knees come down. Child's pose. So we'll go through it one more time. And when you're ready, rise up onto your shins and then come to sit on your bum. Removing the flesh from underneath the sitting bones, find your sense of balance. Extend the arms out in front of you. Rise onto your toes, lean back. Grab hold of your block, place it in between the knees, squeeze the block together, Integrate the arms, lift the chest, low belly in and up. One leg lifts and then the other. Full deep breaths here, inward, upward, that's what we're thinking. Two more breaths, inward and upward with that low abdominal muscles. And release. Finding your way onto your forearms. Extending your legs back behind you. Pushing through the mat to round through the upper back and breathe. Low belly in and up. Gentle engagement, 20 to 30% engagement. Two more breaths. And come down onto your knees. Finding your way onto your hands for plank pose, setting your block up, pushing through the ground to round through the upper back. Low belly in and up. And begin to shift your weight over onto your right hand. Try not to open up through the hips as we move side to side. Low belly in and up. Kind of have to train your brain to bring awareness to that part of your body. Last time right here. Come down with the knees and come to lie on your back. Extending your arms up overhead, pointing your toes, getting as long as you possibly can, just to kind of stretch out the abs. And then you can bend your knees, lift your shins up, bring hands underneath knees, rock and roll, sit up. So that's a really great little circuit that you can do. 3 rounds is all we did, and it'll really help develop the low abdominal strength, which is really important for stabilizing through your lumbar spine. It's really important for people with really tight hips as well. And it's really important for people who are looking to improve their physical practice, things like the handstands, the inversions, that sort of thing. Low abdominal strength is really very helpful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And now I'm ready to have one of these bars because just that little bit made me work up a sweat, and now I'm kind of hungry as well. So definitely check out these bars, FitJoy. I'll put the link down in the description box below, and I'll see you very soon here on the YBC YouTube channel.